Hey guys, so today's video is about women in the workplace. If you do a Google search about promotions and hiring the right person for the right job, you will notice that most of the first page results come from feminist-inspired articles where women are painted as automatic victims and how men and patriarchy are basically ruling the world and keeping the women down. Many of these articles also claim that women are not getting promoted. However, they're also not telling you the real reason behind why women are not getting the promotions. Women are not synonymous with leaders for a number of different reasons. It's generally said that women are less competent than men, they don't show the same aggression, and there's a feeling that women can't lead and raise a family while at work. Harvard Business School adds yet another reason to the list. Women don't hold down as many leadership jobs as men because they don't want the jobs as much as men do, which also explains why women tend to make less money. They want a more comfortable and stress-free life. The paper published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences includes 9 studies performed on a number of high-achieving groups. When combined together, the research shows that women chase after power less than men, and the research tries to explain this. In a study conducted on 650 MBA graduates, researchers had participants rank their current position in their work industry, their ideal position, and the highest position they could realistically attain. Women apparently had no doubt they could have the same level of success as men, but they listed lower ideal positions. Another study helps to uncover that finding, stating that women have more negative associations with power than men do. Women expect more stress, burden, conflicts, and difficult trade-offs to accompanying high-level positions, said Alison Wood Brooks, a co-author of the paper and an assistant professor of business administration at Harvard. Here's one explanation for why power stresses women out. They have less time in which to attain a greater number of goals. In another of the 9 studies, researchers asked about 800 working adults to rank their goals, defined as things that occupy your thoughts on a routine basis, things that you deeply care about, or things that motivate your behavior and decisions. The women surveyed not only listed more goals, but a smaller proportion of those goals were related to achieving power. Yes, because feminism has brainwashed hordes of women around the world thinking that women can work, be a wife, have kids, have a husband, have a great sex life, and also get to see their friends. Right now, it is likely that women have more goals in life because pursuing career and family goals simultaneously is a relatively new concept for women, added Brooks. In other words, women feel more inclined to have it all than men, who listed fewer personal goals, and that means making compromises somewhere else. I hope these findings will lead people and managers to ask workers their preferences, said Francesca Gino, another co-author of the paper. Some women may deeply care about power, some may not. Some may see too many negatives. For the latter category, talking may lead to identifying opportunities that remove some of those negatives. So you see, once again, it's women themselves who are not pursuing the leadership roles. But who gets the blame once again? It's men and patriarchy. The Western world offers women so much freedom and choices, and women still feel they're being oppressed. Another unfair argument is that working women are apparently penalized for having kids. To be completely fair, no one is forcing these women to have children. It's their personal choice. If I want to go on a holiday around the world and take a year off work, then I should take responsibility for not getting paid.
Well, very sadly, research is now showing that being a mother is a greater determinant of wage inequality than gender is. I think in part because culturally, it falls upon us to predominantly care for our children, whether we're married or obviously if we're single.
Hang on a minute. Having children is a personal choice of women in the West. No one is putting a gun to their head and saying, have children and take a pay cut. It's an opportunity cost. If a woman can afford to have kids, then it's her choice to do it. It should never be a responsibility of the company she works at or her colleagues. Actually, the real victims here is the company and the colleagues who have to double their work efforts to cover for these women who take time off to have kids. Having children is a luxury, let's not forget that.
So we're managing our homes, and increasingly we're also in the workforce. We represent 47% of the US labor force, so almost half of it. And women are the primary breadwinners in 40% of American households.
Well, women wanted feminism and gender equality, and they got it. Now women have to work and take calculated risks when it comes to working and raising a family. They need to choose what's more important to them. And when you're an attractive woman or your daddy is a billionaire, you never have to work a single day of your life because men around you will make sure that you're taken care of and have money to support you for the rest of your life. So these women can either stay at home, raise kids and enjoy life, or they can pretend to go to work while their husband is working and running the household, which is a great recipe for a divorce.
So I think we're at this point where we're doing a lot and a lot's falling upon us, and we need support and we need relief. And
like I said before, either get ready to take a pay cut or find a traditional man who will work full-time, 3 jobs if he needs to, so he can support the woman as well as the kids. Or forget about having children and work like everybody else.
one of the things that I'm very excited for is a policy plan that my father's campaign is going to be rolling out shortly to articulate exactly what he would do to address issues, predominantly wage inequality in America, and proposals specific to childcare as well.
Look, I'm all for Donald Trump because Hillary Clinton is one of the worst presidential contenders I have ever seen so far in American history. What's her experience? Fucking Bill Clinton and getting all emotional on camera? Women have no place running the country. But back to the topic, it'll be interesting what Donald Trump will propose for working women and having kids, and only time will tell. In the end, I'm all for women having children, but they have to fund this themselves or find a man willing to look after her financially. Thanks for watching, like this video and subscribe.